Good afternoon, everybody. It's February 6, 2025, just around 2 p.m. in eastern Kentucky. And actually, the sun came out for a little while. It's kind of quiet out there. But this little artwork here, I found this inside chicken coop number 1 when I moved here. But chicken coop number 1 was not a chicken coop. It was a barber shop that I converted into a chicken coop. Isn't that interesting? It says, use the talents you possess. For the woods would be silent if no bird sang except the best. And then it says here, let your light shine before men. Matt 5:16. And this is dated 1989, Cedar Hill Studio, Salado, Texas. So here you go. Got a cute little birdie here. How did he know that it was going to turn into a chicken coop? So we're going to use our talents because the woods would be silent if no birds sang except the best. 1989. But let me just move over here. I'm going to read some comments that I received because I know a lot of you guys don't have time to read all the comments, and some of them are really very important. So here we go. On the Saturday Night Live brainstorming solutions, somebody wrote, and this is sort of like a testimony, okay? Thank you for the comment. Yes, I'm a veteran, 20-year active duty Navy Seabee who was embedded with the tip of a spear. Individuals, not even embedded with high-speed units, have I witnessed this type of weapon system or level of technology. The weapon atrophies muscle overnight and causes lumps and radiation exposure sickness. I have just spent the last 6 hours trying to sleep, getting burned deep in my chest, lungs, neck, and both elbows. Again, I'm nauseous. I feel extremely weak and shrunken inside, as if I was cooked in a microwave, if you can imagine that. Most recently, they've been focusing on my right knee as well. The damage, pain, and swelling are similar to either a meniscus tear or the ACL. It's hard to walk and bend my knee back and forward. These degenerate cowards are sick. I did nothing to deserve this. I have been tortured for 9 years straight, 24/7. And most of my ignorant, militant neighbors are in on it. Who's in on it? I've been followed by neighbors, my favorite Bureau of Instigation, the local Paulding County Sheriff's deputies, low flybys via the Air Force craft, law enforcement helicopters, and local propeller planes, mostly Cessnas, who enjoy dropping a red herbicide glyphosate on my wife's roses bushes and unalived her trees too. Initially, punk tweenies from the neighborhood were spraying from their cars as they drove by, till I started catching them on camera. And additionally, microwave weapons unalived our houseplants, which the immature enjoy attacking as well, like juvenile delinquents. My former HOA president, Don Marks. Oh, isn't that interesting? You've got a Marks also. Must be a common name. Connected to the councilman and other high-powered individuals, along with a black female tweener from the neighborhood, another HOA representative, kid, all once made the gesture to cut my head off while driving or out at the grocery store to the cashier, who was ringing me up, who claimed to also be former Navy. These are sick, demonic sociopaths. They're sadists. They're cowards. So here I type, 9 years later, being attacked in my neck and elbow, only by the grace of Jesus Christ to be alive. And as for blocking, only being completely submerged in water works. Metal slows it down a little bit at the direct area, but only ice and water totally block them. If you have any advice to share, I would greatly appreciate it, and I pray for all targeted individuals worldwide and blessings. And this is subscriber Joseph Jervis, 8279. Thank you so much for that response. So we're going to move on to the next person here. This person is commenting on targeting contracts changed, driveway boulders, more snow, missing guardrail, the 3 Q-tip psyop. Subscriber says, seeing the road that fronts your property shows how truly in the kicks you are. It says it all, a perfect opportunity for the gang stalkers to harass you with no witnesses other than other gang stalkers. No one will be driving by saying, hey, what's going on there? Knock it off. It's so terribly wrong. It's probably time to research in earnest where to go next. More diversity, as you stated before. Well, yeah, I'm going to be gone this year. They'll have to find somebody new to be a predator upon. Now, this is from a subscriber who's written before, who responds to my video this morning. Walk with me. Evidence, Jackson County Road Creek work by Judge Shane Gabbard. Oh, yeah, you know, he's what's called a judge executive, and he's in charge of the road work. So we can thank him for the disgusting road work. And please, don't tell me that you don't have the money. If you didn't have the money, how would you be paying all these people to harass me? And since $7,000 of items were stolen from my house last year, I'm sure you can collect that and pay for some road work. Just saying. So here's the comment. This individual says, you have so many people after you that you must know or have some very high-ranking, secretive information. It would take teams of people to target you. I would become nomadic and outpace them, a large road camper, and move from place to place. They will always be able to Starlink pinpoint your location, though due to all the cell phones and videos, I wish you could tell us the information they're after you to make you so targeted. But I guess we would become a larger targeted person too if we knew. So now I've stated in several of my other videos who I believe placed me in the program. I do believe it's more than one group of people. So of the people that I would suspect, well, obviously the celebrity narcissists would be very fearful of my talking about their secrets with their name. I would not do that. I wouldn't do it. Even though they were not my clients, they did not pay me, I just wouldn't do it. But I know that they're involved. They may have even reported me. It's very possible. And then, of course, there are, you know, when you go through a divorce, as long as I did, you get to piss off a lot of lawyers. And I fired a few. My ex-husband fired a few. My ex-husband had a really corrupt one. He's the one that personality tested me. It's very possible that he could have reported me into the program, but I didn't have any kind of trade secrets or anything at that time. I mean, I guess, though, the feral cat cartel, they've got a lot of deep, dark secrets. That's for sure. You know, like some of their secrets are that they really don't rescue cats anymore. And when they do, and they spay and neuter and vaccinate them, they just throw them right back outside. They don't care. They don't even care if they're fed. They don't even care if they become sick and die like a couple of days later. They don't care. As long as they're photographing these beautiful photos of cats and posting them online and marketing them, they don't care. And, you know, since the big feral cat national cartel in the sky there, since their founder resigned or retired and they've got the new psychopath in place there, who, by the way, you can't find on their website, I can tell you why, because of her stint at the New York City kill shelter. Yeah, she had a stint at the New York City kill shelter and made sure that she profited off of unaliving a lot of animals that could have been adopted out. Yeah, it's a big, long, deep, dark secret, but Most of the people in the feral cat community have no idea where she worked before or what she's doing now. But it must be because I know what they do. It must be because I know that they have stolen my cats. They have actually stolen my ideas, and they've actually threatened me. Yes, they've threatened me in writing. They have. Yeah. So anyway, if all you people out there are donating on behalf of feral cats, make sure you find a small nonprofit. It doesn't have to be mine, although we will accept any donation you have to offer, but these national ones that are bringing in millions of dollars, guess where else they're getting the money from? You know, all those little old ladies out there that never married, never had children, but they love cats. Some of them worked really good jobs in their lifetime, had prolific careers, and they were duped into donating everything that they earned in their lifetime to this organization and others. Duped into getting all of their life savings, all of their pensions, all of their everything. But no, little small cat rescues like us, like we're scraping by. We can't even buy some cat food. Some months we can't pay the cat food bill, especially because it's being stolen, and their cat food bowls, as you can see on the community posts, are being destroyed. We're with triangles. We can't make this stuff up. So, I mean, that would be certainly one, but more importantly on that topic, based upon what I know about them and how they, or how cruel they are to cats. How cruel, and how they have sold this notion that TNR, trap, neuter, and return, is the way to go. I mean, I could do a whole nother video on this topic, but what I will say is that if you don't spay and neuter and vaccinate feral cats outside, guess what'll happen? Guess what? This is just the way it works, you know? If people are not feeding them, they're just going to die off naturally. The babies that they may or may not conceive will not live outside because other large animals will get their babies, or because of the stress or lack of nourishment, they won't be able to conceive, or their babies might not, you know, live. So all of the statistics you've been fed about how TNR works is total crap. It's total crap. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. I am a proponent of spaying and neutering your cats, especially if you're going to bring them inside. I mean, and also for the males especially. I mean, you don't really want them spraying, you know, and you don't want them being like aggressive and fighting with other cats and stuff. So I think it is a good idea to spay and neuter cats if they're not going to have babies. I think it's a great idea. I don't think that TNR works, though. It's bad. And in fact, any vet that you go to, when you bring your house cat, let's say I bring my house cat to get a spayed or neutered, I would, in New Jersey, receive a piece of paper. Procedures of what to do with my female cat. Invariably, it always said that it will take 10 days for that female cat to heal. 10. And the male cat 2 to 3 days. So you want to keep it clean. You want to make sure that when they're using the litter box that everything is clean because they can get an infection. So imagine you get a bunch of psychopaths, inexperienced people trapping a bunch of cats outside. Oh yeah, it's so fun. You know, we can hand in the TNR certificate and maybe we'll get reimbursed. Maybe, if you're lucky. And what these people do is they'll post photos online, get money to get it spayed and vaccinated and all that stuff. And what do? What do these nonprofits do? They'll keep the cat for a day, maybe 2 days if you're really lucky. And they'll throw them right back outside. I can prove it. All you have to do is go look on my channel for the letter that my attorney wrote to the psychopaths. Okay? How they spayed, vaccinated, and ear-tipped a kitten. A friggin' kitten. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. And this was one of those groups in New Jersey, along with an attorney. Yeah. Who threatened me also? They all threatened me. They don't want the truth known about how TNR does not work. Okay? But that we could save that for another day. Now, of course, we've got, going back to the feral cat cartel, a targeted woman years ago, and I connected, and she said, she's psychic also. She said, Lorraine, I believe that woman, the one who heads the feral cat cartel, the national one now, is doing something else that she's afraid you're going to find out. And it involves traffic lights. You get my drift? Traffic lights. It involves traffic lights of little people, that they're involved in that. And also they receive government grants, by the way. Just so you know, the really big ones that bring in millions of dollars, they get government grants. They apply for the same grants, Homeland Security, all that, environmental grants and stuff like that, even though they make it all up. They make up what it's going to be used for, and they never do what it's going to be used for. That could be it. But, I mean, I don't know what I don't know. So I'm not going to investigate them. I could care less. I could care less about that disgusting group. But for all the people out there that think that they're wonderful and continue to give them money, I don't know what to say. You've been duped. Just the way you've been duped in Freemasonry. You know? And by the way, all nonprofits are required to donate 10% back to the nonprofit. So, you know, when you're recruited into the Freemasons and stuff, and they say, oh, we're so benefic, we do all these wonderful things for hospitals and stuff, they're required by law to donate 10%. But from what I understand, you're paying them for membership. Why would you need to pay anybody to join a secret society? Why would you pay? I don't know. And you're being duped. Anyway, you're being duped. So I don't have any secrets other than that my father worked for IBM in the International Research Department. I've mentioned this so many times before. My father's inventions were stolen from him, and there's actually one trading on the stock market that's a carbine. My father invented it. Okay, so that's all I can say about that. As far as anything that's going on here in Jackson County, Kentucky, well, we've already revealed that everybody's a hypocrite loser here. I mean, what can I say? The evidence, it's very clear what's going on here. I moved here, just for the record. For anybody who's listening for the first time, welcome. My name is Lorraine. I moved from 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, in a home I lived in for 30 years as original owner, and I renovated that house top to bottom as a divorced single mom. I put all my money into that house. Yes. Yes. And, yeah, and by the way, they blacklisted my house for 3 years and then finally sold to a cop, a perpetrator, copper, who now lives next door to a paid informant. That's right. And all the informants are moving in there because the Manalapan Police Department has tons of money. And actually, they have to have tons of money. You're paying $15,000 a year in property taxes. Part of those property taxes are going to the police department. Part is going to the school, road maintenance, which I can say on behalf of Manalapan, if there's a pothole, they can almost be there the next day and fill it. You don't have to worry about your roads in Manalapan. They will take care of your roads. They'll take care of your trash. If they damage your mailbox, they'll pay for it. So all that stuff. So your property taxes do go to some good uses. But I'm going to say, and for anybody that knows anything about Manalapan, do you know who else is a gang stalker in Manalapan? The construction department. You know, the ones that are the code enforcers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those people over there. And yeah, and one of them hates women. Absolutely despicable, disgusting creature of an inhuman man. Yeah. So that's all I know. That's all I really know. Okay? I know also that there were, all of those things that were flying over New Jersey. That's not the first time those things have flown over New Jersey. I mean, when I lived there, I mean, this has been going on for years. Yeah, I guess it's the first time anybody noticed. But that's all I know. Oh yeah, and the that woman at the national, you go do your research. If you're donating to a national feral cat organization, go look on their website and find out who's running the show now and why there's no photo or information. And then perform your research on where she worked before. Where she lived before, like in Red Bank, New Jersey. Oh, yes. That's the one whose phone number just magically disappeared from my phone. So I must be on to something there. Exposing the feral cat cartel. Oh, yeah, and then there was Maria in Barnegat, New Jersey, who's married to a retired cop. That's all on my channel already. That's all I know. That's all I know. And I'm speaking the truth because my cats are still on her Facebook page. My cats are still on her Facebook page. Still there. So anyway, if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. I don't know anything else. I mean, I really don't. That's it. And if there's something else that I haven't investigated, I really don't care. I don't really care. Oh yeah. Oh, there's this one other thing that there's a judge in the courthouse there in Freehold. Wow. She's really bad. She's smart. She's smart as a whip, but she's bad. And she should probably be reported, but I would not even in my lifetime report a judge because they're all corrupt and they'll all come after you. But I went before this judge and she was nasty as hell. I spoke to an attorney after that who said that she should be investigated. Now, I don't know if there are any other black judges in that Freehold courthouse, but that's what color she is. And just for the naysayers, I don't care what color you are. I'm not going to say her name. Okay, I'm not going to say her name, but she's evil. Evil. All right, just evil. And other people have complained, a lot of men have complained about her. A lot of men have complained about her, not getting a good shake on child support and stuff like that. That's not why I went before her. I went before her on a stalking charge. And she was so nasty to me. Nasty. Very nasty. But anyway, that's it. That's all I've got for now. If you can think of anything else I should talk about, please leave a comment down below. But yeah, I've certainly pissed off enough people here in Jackson County. Why would I do that? Because I moved here to live my life. And as soon as I moved here, I was stalked, harassed, radiated. My cat was run over by a car. I had some loser ask me what time I went to sleep at night. Yeah, that loser who I gave stuff to asked me. Who asks questions like that? So they were all in on it when I moved here. Sam Gabbard, who asked why I can't make friends with anybody here. There isn't anybody remotely I want to be friends with. Although I tried when I moved here. And everybody was already in on sabotaging my life, collecting a profit, being predators, all predators here. That's it. That's all I've got for now. I live with amongst predators, corruption, and it's not just here. There's so much of it in Kentucky. But it's around the country too. But in Kentucky, there's a lot of it. A lot. So I'm going to sign off for now. Leave your questions and comments down below. Please hit the thumbs up.